Today's cute nail design is inspired by simple_nail_arts on Instagram. For this design, you'll need a thin art brush or dotting tools along with the basics: tinfoil for your polish palette, acetone and a brush for cleanup, paper towel, and the polishes. The polishes I've used are listed below in the description. For this design, your base color only goes partway up your nail. I just eyeball it and apply with the regular brush from the polish, and I don't use any tape to create that straight edge at the base of my nail. However, that's an option. You can use some tape or some nail vinyls to get a nice straight line. Once your base color has dried, you're going to add your animal print. I'm using a thin art brush. You can use a thin art brush, a small dotting tool, or a toothpick, and you create that pattern across all of your nails. I wanted to keep a nice small print like I've done in my last few animal prints, so I've focused on doing that. I love Tips and Top Coat on Instagram. She has the smallest animal print I've ever seen, and one of these days I am going to tackle that because it just looks so cool. The outlining, I'm using my black polish and just my thin art brush again. You can use a small dotting tool or a toothpick for this part as well. Now, some of the animal print I've seen has the little black dot in the center. I don't always do this, but I do really like the look. So for this design on my nail today, I did go back in and put that small little speck inside each of the animal prints. For this part, you can use tape if you want really straight lines. I wasn't too worried about it. It is a ribbon, a bow, you know, they're not perfectly straight. There's some little bit of wave to them, so I wasn't too concerned if they weren't perfect. And I just thicken those lines up until I get the thickness that I was aiming for. So again, I'm just eyeballing it. The bow is going to go in the center of my two middle nails, so my middle finger and my ring finger. And you can just follow along. I do an arched line and join those two arched lines with a curved line and fill that in, and that's my first half of the bow. And then I repeat that on my ring finger in a mirror image. You may need to add a second or third coat, and you may need to clean up those lines a little bit, so I just outline those to smooth them out. For the hanging ribbon from the bow, I just create two lines down, join them with a V, and fill that in. Again, you may need 2 or 3 coats, depending on your polish color. Then repeat that pattern on your ring finger in a mirror image. You're then ready to start outlining with your black polish and thin art brush. A little trick to keep your black polish nice and thin to work with: dip your brush in acetone first and then directly into the polish. Don't dab off that extra acetone. That will help keep it nice and thin to work with. When you create the knot in the center of the bow, you may want to make it a little bit bigger, especially if you have a strong curve to your nail, because that won't really show up being on the inside of your nail. Mine was a little bit too small. I would have made it bigger had I realized that. Your last step is to outline with the black polish the ribbon that goes across all of the nails. Apply a top coat and you're done. Thanks so much for watching. I hope you liked the video. Please comment, share, subscribe, and thumbs up are always appreciated.